जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। जीवन्मुक्तिप्रदं देवं क्षमापूर्णं जगद्गुरुं वन्दे परमहंसाख्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। आनन्दानुभवास्वादं सर्वरोगनिवारकं वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्। नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्ति।
Paramahamsa Nityananda, a compelling spiritual force of our millennium, founder of an international socio-spiritual movement, pioneer of a modern Vedic renaissance, born in the sacred town of Tiruvannamalai in southern India, a yogi by birth, fearless spiritual explorer, beacon of divine power, Paramahamsa Nityananda is today an inspiration for millions on the path. Adept in ancient mystical yogic sciences, researcher of the science of spirituality, guru for enlightenment. Every year, Paramahamsa Nityananda shares with over 10 million people worldwide the treasures of his wisdom, the joy of his laughter, and the incomparable power of his initiation. Now, Paramahamsa Nityananda reveals the secrets of living enlightenment. Join us for an unforgettable spiritual experience.
सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। सर्वधर्मप्रणेतारं सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणं वन्दे सनातनं पुण्यं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं। वेदवेदान्तसंवेद्यं देवदेवी
Ranak Majumdar from Fremont, California is asking, Nityanandam Swamiji, I have a question. Arjuna was in deep depression according to the first chapter of the Gita. But by second chapter his Sahasrara was completely open, as you mentioned. How did this happen so quickly without any sadhana or tapas on his part? Is there a way for us also to progress so fast? Understand? He was completely open to Krishna. His tremendous trust on Krishna, that was something extraordinary. He just got it back. That's it. Nothing else. He just got it back. For a few moments, he also suffered in depression. But, see, falling is not wrong. Never raising is wrong. Never raising again is wrong. Arjuna fell, no doubt. But he got up. Immediately he got up. Stood up. And he doesn't have ego. What I said is true. No. He is ready. See, courage is nothing but ability to put yourself on right track. Power is nothing but ability to put you on right track. Putting yourself on right track, Arjuna never lost that. Arjuna is really a amazing devotee, disciple, in a way even beloved of Krishna. So he never lost that strong feeling connection. So when he got back, immediately he. His Sahasrara was open, available. So it's like just because you fall into depression once, the whole thing doesn't get lost. And same way, just because you have so many great qualities, it is not that you don't fall into depression. Just because Arjuna had 100 good qualities, that does not mean he never fell into depression. He fell into depression. Just because he fell into depression, it is not that all good qualities are lost. No. So it was a struggle on the journey. But whatever is said and done, Arjuna has a tremendous punya, merit. His whole life is filled with Krishna Leela. Arjuna was also completely filled with Sri Krishna. There was not much empty space. So I wanted all you guys to understand, just because you fall into depression once, it is not that all the good qualities in you goes away. Yes, you fell into depression, that does not mean all the good things have disappeared from you. No. Understand, Arjuna never lost his complete feeling connection. It was covered like a cloud. How the cloud covers the sun, it was covered. Then again it opened. Arjuna is intelligent enough to drop his ego and tell, Sishyasteham, I am your disciple. Please forgive me. I want to learn. I want to know. Arjuna is a powerful being. He is powerful enough to do this job. That is the reason. Immediately in second chapter itself, the Sahasrara happened. Next question from Virudhunagar, Arun Vijay from Virudhunagar. Swamiji, how can I overcome the fear of losing my form and my boundary during meditation? Please guide me, oh God. The only way is death meditation. You need to go and sit in your city cemetery, sit silently and watch continuously dead bodies being burnt. But of course, in Virudhunagar, I don't think you will get continuously dead bodies to watch. Better go to Varanasi and stay there for at least 11 days in Manikarnika Ghat. I tell you, I give this as a tapas for all our devotees, disciples who have death fear. Go to Varanasi, sit in Manikarnika Ghat for 10 days or 11 days, watch dead bodies being burnt. Simply your body will imbibe the intelligence. Like this only today this body is also going to be burnt. You don't need to think, no, your mind will imbibe and it may not digest. No. Sit and meditate. You will come out of this fear. Or very simple thing I can tell you. Arun Vijay, just attend NSP. That's all. I can give you both. One, going to Varanasi and staying there for a week, for 11 days, and seeing continuously dead bodies being burnt.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nityananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nityananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nityananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
Ma Nitya Prema Manohari from Copenhagen in Denmark. Thanks to Swamiji's grace, opportunities for financial earnings from my personal expansion are becoming available without my effort in any way. It has been nothing short of a miracle for me to get money and to attend inner awakening and ingenious. Get Nayana Diksha at home for Swamiji's satsang. Swamiji has taken care of everything. Great. Prema Manohari, enjoy. Next question, Ravi from Vancouver, Canada. Dear Swamiji, why one should become neutral or so-called important to physical needs? Is not the very creation of male and female and the senses also the gift of existence? See, I am not saying you should become neutral, but beyond certain level, when you raise to a level, you become neutral. Please understand. He is asking, is not the very creation of the male and female and the senses also the gift of existence? Yes, monkey is also the gift of existence, but monkey is evolved as a human being. So senses are also gift of existence. You can evolve to the next level also. See, being a monkey is not crime, but when you do some spiritual process, you evolve. Naturally the next level happens. While savoring the gift of existence, can't you achieve the same highest coherence that we can achieve through renunciation? Ravi, no. You are asking me to give you some comfortable solution. No, it's not going to happen. Because exactly that is where you are caught, that is where it is going to be torture for you. That is why you are trying to have very nice justification. Ravi, you are caught now. Being monkey is not wrong, but when you evolve naturally that disappears. Don't use this big word, oh, that is also the creation of the existence and all that. Then there is so much of plants which are creation of the existence, but they are poisonous. Why don't you eat them? Ma Nityananda Prajna from San Jose. Regarding the education systems that you spoke about recently, my 12-year-old son is intelligent, but he does not like school, does not know why he has to learn so much of the info that is not practical. Prajna, I really feel for your son. If he was there in Indian village like me, he would have become like me. And it's unfortunate, he is forced into the school. He generally does very well, but also then sometimes tend to withdraw from completing work and resents going. I see that his joy is gone. Would you please guide me how to help him cope? Prajna, I'll really tell you, it will be good if you put him in the homeschooling. Don't send him to school, do the homeschooling. If you don't have the facility of homeschooling, get them to our Gurukul. Till the age of 14, I don't show them any textbook in their eyes. Textbooks are responsible for all the suffering of the human beings. I don't show them any textbook. So understand, If he was fortunate enough to be in Indian village, see, in Indian villages, in our time, teacher himself will not come to the school. What about student? No, really? So, in a way it was great and good, but I really feel you should put your son into homeschooling. If you don't have that kind of a atmosphere or facilities, get them to our Gurukul. That's it. If you don't do any one of these two and go on torturing him with the school, be very clear, he is going to take revenge on you. Next, Shalini from Kulim, Malaysia. Swamiji, I have so much of crowd phobia that I will stammer if I talk in front of even a small crowd. I was taking sleeping tablets. During the 28th October satsang, I was waiting with a deep hope that just by sitting in two-way connection and doing any kriya also in front of you, I will get rid of the sleeping difficulties. Suddenly you announce that today's kriya is for insomnia care. It was beyond my hope. Since I did that kriya, I am sleeping peacefully, Swamiji. On November 3rd, you also granted my prayer that I would make my college presentation without stammering in front of my lecturer and classmates. It is unbelievable. Thank you so much for being with me in each and every moment.
नित्य नित्य गुरुदेव